Hello, Yoli Nation. My name is Robbie Fender. I am the founder and president here at Yoli, and this is first of many videos that I plan on producing for each and every one of you. You know, I talk about a amateur network marketer versus a professional network marketer, and really the only difference is the professional network marketer has specific knowledge, little teeny things that make a huge difference. You see, I'm a big believer in specific knowledge, applied specific knowledge. So I'm going to give you one of those tips today that I believe will dramatically affect your business. But first, I want to just share an analogy. If you were to look at network marketing as you are a fisherman, and you know that there's a difference between an amateur fisherman and a professional fisherman. Now, what do fishermen do? They sit in a boat, usually in the lake, on the ocean, and they are going to use this thing called bait. Now, the difference between the professional and the amateur is the professional, he not only knows how to use the bait correctly, there's little tricks that he's learned throughout the years, and he ends up catching more fish than the amateur. The same thing is true in network marketing. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the power of a product CD. Now, if you haven't done so already, you need to do this. It's very, very important. Go to yolitools.com. Here's the CD right here. This says right on here, Alkali, the secret to optimal health. Now, if you have not listened to this, you need to get your hands on it immediately. In fact, if you go to Yoli Tools, you can hear a sample of it. And what I want you to do is I want you to order 100 of these. It's for 99 bucks. You can get 100 of them. And what you're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to use this CD to build your business, to accumulate customers and distributors. Now, here's what you need to know. You need to know that when you use this tool, that the person you're giving this tool to is watching you. He's watching your every move. Understand that you are the messenger, not the message. One of the biggest mistakes I made when I first got into network marketing is I would memorize these things and I'd go out there and talk and I want you to know I'd sign up customers, but no one ever wanted to do the business. And the reality is, the one thing we want to do in this business, one of our biggest assets, is when we can get other distributors to go out there and get more customers as well. We can leverage ourselves into building an asset that will grow without us. So I want you to understand that it's very important to pay attention to being the messenger, not the message. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to walk up to your friend, Greg. Let's say it's Greg. I'm talking to Greg, and I'm saying, Greg, have you read the book Alkalize or Die? Again, it's a great title. When they hear that title, they're like, no. Well, I've got a CD here on Alkali. It's called The Secret to Optimal Health. I want you to listen to it. And you're going to go out there and you're going to hand it to him like this. And you're going to hold it out there. Now, when Greg reaches for the CD, you're going to pull it back. Did you catch that? Greg, I want you to listen to this CD. He's going to grab for it. Pull it back, and you look at him right in the eye. And this is the most important piece. You want to look at him right in the eye and say, Greg, I want to give this to you, but I need you to give me your word. I need you to promise me right now that you'll listen to this. You see, your health and you're important to me, and I want you to hear what's on here. But if I give it to you and you throw it away, it's not going to do any good. So will you promise me you'll listen to this? And then, and only then, when he says, I promise, I give you my word, then give him the CD. I want you guys, I want you to understand out there in the Yoli Nation that I learned this from experience. I would buy hundreds of CDs. I would hand them out to everybody. Nothing would happen. I don't want that to happen to you. Very important that you get a commitment, get their word. When I started to get a person's commitment, when I got their word, when they promised me they would listen, guess what happened? One of two things. Most of them would call me back right after they listened to it, and they would say, I listened to the CD, or I'd follow up with them, and they would tell me about what they heard on the CD, and or they wouldn't pick up their phone. Why did they not want to pick up their phone when I called? Because they had promised me, and then they would scramble to listen to it, and then I would touch base with them later. But here's the deal. If you can get 3 to 4 people a day to promise you and commit to you, look, carry this bottle around. People are going to ask you, what is it? And that's when you can ask them, well, have you ever read the book Alkalize or Die? Have these on hand at all times. And then say, hey, I want to give you this CD. Even if it's a complete stranger, put it out there, wait for them to reach for it, pull it back, and say, I'll give this to you on one condition. Promise me. Give me your word right now that you'll listen to it. And once you get that commitment, hand them the CD. It's amazing, but I'm here to tell you that that simple technique will dramatically affect your business. That is the difference between the amateur and the professional. So go out there right now, go to yoletools.com if you haven't done this already, go listen to the audio sample, order these, make a commitment right now to get 3 to 4 of these CDs into the hand of a new prospect each and every day. Do this for the next 30 days, and here's what's going to happen. You're going to find your 2 people. In fact, you're probably going to find multiple customers that want to get some of this product. And here's what's going to happen naturally. There will be a small percentage of them that are going to say, hey, can I make money with this? Because they saw what you did. They saw how simple it was. And then they're going to ask you, well, what do you do? And you say, man, I bought 100 of these. I get 3 to 4 people, I get a commitment from them, I get them out there, and I'm building myself a business. It really can be that simple. So, ladies and gentlemen, Yoli Nation, I will continue to put these tips out on a weekly basis is going to be my goal, so bear with me. But I'm going to do everything in my power to get them out. Again, this is unedited. This is my first take. I just want you guys to get to know me. I'll get to know you. If you haven't done so already, please look me up on Facebook, go to robfender.com, connect with me, and I want to leave you with my favorite quote, and that is, catch on fire with enthusiasm, and people will come from miles around to watch you burn. I want to thank you, and God bless.